Hi there, welcome to Morgan's Fancies, and we're just continuing on with our canvas. So as per yesterday, I actually have her cut out now. I'm going to be putting her on the left side. I guess left is the moon, right is the sun. I'm big into symbology. And what I did new so far, because I thought I was recording, and I obviously wasn't. Um, I just put some Inca Gold in silver just to bring out the texture of the tissue paper. And now I'm taking a Stardust Jelly Roll pen and just accentuating some of the stars so they pop out. Ooh, I was such a pencil and marker addict. And I think the next thing that I do is probably going to be one of my hand-drawn girls that's already drawn, but coloring with Copics. I did consider putting some color in with her. I just don't know. No, actually, I think I like the black and white. So I don't want to put Jelly Roll where she's going to cover up anyway. So I'm just measuring where she is. No sense in wasting my efforts and wasting my product. I'm going to be putting stuff at the bottom, so I don't really want, like, right where that wrinkle is. I don't really want to put anything in this area anyway, but I do want the stars to pop off of the page, the background. So otherwise, why use the star tissue paper? Could have just used glue. Mind you, I don't think I had blue, but and I'm so glad to be over my creative hump, because now I have ideas running rampant in my head of what I could be doing, not just going through my supplies. Oh, I could be selling this, I could be selling this. Like, I come into art supplies very easily because I'm in the summers, hubby and I like to go to garage sales and secondhand stores and stuff like that. And we'll be doing that in the future once things are a little bit more stable. But I lost track of what I was saying. Oh my god, brain. But I actually wasn't doing full projects or even finishing girls. I would draw them, but I wouldn't finish them. And I have lots of ideas of what I want to do, like new stencils and new coloring book. And actually, I'm just gathering pictures for coloring book and probably will self-publish it. I'm waiting to hear back from some of the people that are in my file share group for the Cameo to see if the stencils cut out properly. Like they did for me, but I wanted somebody else's opinion as well before I actually, go and sell the stencils in my shop. These ones are hopefully ones that I haven't really seen anybody else do. because I would rather be original than be selling what everybody else has. Some of these are turning out to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I think I like that. Can't really see too many more. There's one up there. That's really small. Okay. Can't see any other one. Yeah, there's one there. Okay. I'm going. I have lots of ideas. And it's not like I haven't self-published a book before, because I do have one that's on lulu.com that's been there for like 5 years. It's 2010. For my black and white art and my Avalon poetry. So yeah, if you go look up, Kathleen Roussel on lulu.com, Morgan's Cauldron comes up, and there's only one book there because I haven't had time in the last few years to even think about doing another book. But I have a few books in my head ready. Probably another Avalon one. Let's see here. I want to see how that looks on camera. You can pick it up. It's subtle. It's still in the background. You have to kind of tilt it to even see that, but that's okay. Do I want to pull? Do I want to put this down now, or? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Pardon me. Okay, I'll get the gesso out of the way just because it's big and bulky. I don't think I thought I would be using texture paste today, but I don't think she wants it. I'm getting a sense of no, so I'm gonna go with what I sense. No means no. No, I don't want those. Oh God, I got such a runny nose today. I did dry this off. This is too wet. Too wet. Maybe I'll try and do that this weekend. I know I want to do a room tour. Just to show you what I do have and how I store it. It's grown over the last few years. But, yeah, I gotta make sure my bed is made, and because my studio is my bedroom. All that fun stuff. Clean up the corner where all my store products are. That aren't processed. The ones that I've processed, I've got in a closet downstairs. That are all like packaged up and are up in the store and ready to go. Thank you, Robert. I'm using gel medium to adhere this down. Just putting it on the image right now. Trying to get the little corners. Okay. I'm going to put this down. I'm trying to glue as I go. So it is a thicker paper because it's book paper. It's not high gloss, but it's got some substance to the page itself. Sometimes you just have to get your fingers in there. It's a little too much. Whoa, don't go away on me. I just learned the hard way yesterday to, you know what? If you should glue it down, glue it down. Lesson learned. If it needs gluing down eventually and you're working on it, glue it down. I have to clean off my hands of it, occasionally because I don't want the blue, the background, to get too much into. I don't mind if it gets on a little bit because it just adds to the look, but not too much. Want to forget the middle there. I like using a little bit heavier of the paper as well because it doesn't wrinkle as much, and it's not as noticeable when it does. And sometimes even if it does, with the heavier paper, I like the look sometimes when it does. It'll make it look like a fabric fold or something. So, alright. I do have my heat gun today. So I'm just gonna dry this with the heat gun. Get that out of the way for a second. Alright. Heat gun. so tacky. For some reason, it could be kind of. For some reason, I thought my heat gun was purple yesterday, but it's not. It's green. I don't know where I got purple from. So it's still a little bit tacky. But we'll give it a couple of seconds to cool down anyways, because it's really hot. Put this away. I don't know if I ever showed on camera. This is a little cool thing that I found. It had a plant in the middle, and I think there was supposed to be like little gardening tools in the pockets around, but I use it. This is one of the things I use just for my regular pencils and my fine line markers, and I see I've got an eyedropper in there and the little blending stumps, some pastel pencils. I have a whole other container for my like Prismacolor pencils that I do got, and I've got some polychromos over here in my other tool. I've got like 3 tool station things. I hit my keyboard. Good thing I just glued that down. That would have went flying. I just noticed I typed something in there and I didn't mean to. Okay. And of course I shifted things. So that's, don't go anywhere, you. Okay. And I finally found the glossy accents that I was actually wanting to use as glue yesterday. I found it today, so that's okay. And of course it does what it normally does. I don't know if I can even get that in there. Oh, I don't even know if that was good enough to go in there. Let me try and find. Oh, wait a minute. I have to try and find. I've got needles in the one drawer here. I get into my work. My hubby was laughing at me last night because even when I'm doing dishes, I get water everywhere. I get things everywhere when I work. There we go. So let's sit there for a minute. So, I don't know how I'm going to plan this out. By instinct, the way it wants to. Because that tends to be how I work best. I don't get so frustrated when I put things on the keyboard again. Just going to refresh my chat here. Oh, I kind of felt. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going to put this aside for a second so that can dry and it won't move anywhere. I'm going to take, actually, I'm going to get silver. Luckily, I don't have to go too far because I have all my color media within reach. Then, silver. I'm going to take a mixture of silver and slate. Alcohol inks. Just get it out of the way for a second. And I used that one last night. I'm just going to reuse it. Because that's how I roll. I don't care if a little bit of gold gets in there. And on this one, and grab slate, which is right here. So I used it yesterday. I'm just going to get a few drops of this. Soapy mix. The lid on this. And the lid on this. And here we go. I'm going to hold it by the bottom here. So, there we go. And let's get a baby wipe. There we go. Picked up some of the blue paint from last time I was cleaning. Alright. That is that. Just keep that around if I want to color anything else. Now this should pop out nicely against the blue background. And let's decide where we want it. Want it there. Want it there. I think I want to right about there. It's not quite dry. Is that a second or more? Too dry. Alright, it should be pretty well dry now. Yeah, it's dry now. It's just took a. It usually doesn't take that long for things to dry with alcohol ink, but 10. This back right on the table, because knowing me, I will knock it. Don't poke your finger. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't have that great of depth of perception, so sometimes I miss things. Okay. Why are you bunching up? Okay. Just using a bit of glossy accents. I think I want it up. Where did I have it? Just tilt this so I could see where I had it. I think it was like right there. It was some bright. There we go. Vision. All right. Leaving my mouse in the way. I'm right at my computer desk, so a lot of this stuff is just done right at my computer because I use my TV as my monitor. What is this today? Come on, glue, be nice to me. There we go. Oh, don't do that. I understand why you're constantly clogging. Maybe I should just cut that tip. There's a tiny bit of wood. You know what? We're just gonna nip the tip. want it to lay flat than what it would have with that tip thing. Fine. Cut you off completely. That seems to be no problem now. No, don't come up with me. Stay there. So I'm gonna have to cut. Just trying not to cut. Got all sorts of different kinds of leaves and flowers. And they're all white. I want to try and keep. I don't know if I'll stay with white and silver or if I'll. A huge thing of white. I separated all the flowers I had into colors. So I have like white and pink and blue and probably every color in the rainbow. Let's sit there for a moment. Just trying to let's sit there. Some of these are older, so they have a. Yeah. That, what am I trying to say? That kind of vintagey smell is what I was trying to say. That movie that just popped into my head. Good morning, Miss Wall. Tomorrow, my darling. Don't ask me why that's in my head. I don't know. Probably because I watched Jane Austen movies way too much. And I'm working kind of on a vintagey piece, so kind of makes sense. That didn't exactly work out like I thought it would be, but that's okay. I don't think I have. Not that one with the tacky on this. I think I cut that too close. Let it sit there. That's it. Come on, be nice to me. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Just put a couple more flowers down. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. It's just me concentrating and kind of trying to figure things out. Playing around where I want things. Getting her telling me what she wants me to do. Often I have something in my head that I want to do, and it's not working out because that's not what the piece wants. The piece wants to go in a different direction, and when you don't listen, it's when things start going awry and not wanting to cooperate, and you get all frustrated and start swinging. It's not good. So let's notice another iridescent one. I thought it was more iridescent leaves, but looks like flowers made out of those iridescent leaves. Already got iridescent on the ends. I don't really want to do another iridescent. I'm losing flowers on the floor. I'll pick those up a bit. Trying to get some selection here without being too random. I do want to repeat some of the stuff that I've done. This one. I don't think I want to use the skeleton leaf. Don't need this flyer there. No, stop. Oh, okay, there we go. Hopefully I have enough glue in there. I might have to take the glue gun later and just go in and go glue happy. You are just being difficult. Okay, I guess you don't want to be there. I don't want to waste you. Got glue all over you at the moment. You're sticking to my fingers. I'm wondering if the other glue might be better. I'll have to try and get the... Gotta get the gunk off. There we go. Where's the... There is glue in here. It's just very slow. Okay. Need one of those jars. I heard that. There we go. Not supposed to stick to me. Same thing with this one. At least I can see where this will go. Sorry, I'm falling out of my chair here. And okay. Wonder who phoned. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna leave the flowers. Wait. I'm quite enjoying them white. Just because, yeah. White, moonlight, that type of thing. Using up a lot of my flowers. I like this. Originally I was going to color these blue or silver, but you know what? I think I like them the way they are. Wish things would stick to me though. Now that I pick this up, is it going to fall? Let's see. Oops, I got off the screen. There we go. So, this is what I've got so far. Get the whole thing in the frame. I'll take pictures, but I'm quite liking it. I might take my Jelly Roll pen though and put a few more stars up here. While that dries, I'll do that. I'll first put the cap on my glue. I made the mistake of that I don't know how many times. That kind of glue. Here's the Jelly Roll. And I'm just going to tilt this up so I can see in the paper where the stars are. Sorry, I'm out of frame right now. I need to see where the stars are. Anyways, I put a few more in. Hopefully you can see that. I'm quite liking that. So I just gotta really wait for the glue to set in. Although, this one here where I cut too close to the bottom. Yeah, should do it. this one. Oh, nothing like having a piece of yourself in an art place. I shed like crazy, so keep that flowers not really glued there. These are too loose. Mm. Here. I think I'm almost done. I don't want to press too hard on that because I don't want it. Okay, there's that. Okay, I think I like that better. All right. Let that dry. I'm just trying to think whether I want to put a spray on the flowers or not. I don't think I do. This is the second or third time I've said it, so obviously it's not meant to be. Is there anything else I want to do with this? I don't think so. I think you're about done. Oh, I'll knock the chat off again. Not sure if I have anybody. Okay. I think this is pretty well done. And I'll probably take a picture to use as a thumbnail for this video. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I'm all done. And we'll see you next stream whenever. It might be next week. It might be tomorrow. Whenever the inspiration grabs me. Thank you for joining me, and happy crafting.